Hi and welcome back to my workshop. Today we're going to do another little experiment on bookbinding. As you can see, I've done several recently. Getting better, but still very slow, and I've been trying to work out how to do a faster way of producing the books. Now, I started off, as we all do, with a piece of card, a bit of cardboard in the middle, and punching holes with, well, this is a modelling knife with a pointer on. That seemed quite slow and laborious, so I soon progressed to a homemade cradle. A bit better, a bit faster, but still not perfect. I'd still like to see something a little bit more refined. So I then came up with an idea of why can't you drill holes with a small drill? So we measured the needle that we've got, which come out at 40 thou, let's say, which is about 3/64. Now the nearest drill I could find, I can't find imperial drills that small unfortunately, but I did find that a 1mm drill is almost 40 thou, which would suffice. So we made ourselves a little platform up. As you can see, it's a piece of odd pieces of MDF and 2x1. We then get all the papers we're going to use. I mean, I've been using 6 signatures, each of 6 pages, so I stick to that. What I do is I put a clip on and I get a middle line on the top copy only. Now I usually put an extra couple of sheets in anyway because you end up marking them. I put that on my little contraption, an old ruler I have here, and I've filed little nicks 1 3/16 apart, which equates to how many holes I normally fit in when I'm doing this size of book. And it's just a matter then of a couple of little hobby clips, I suppose you would call them, lining them up and putting the clamps on. Now for drilling, I'm going to use an old hand drill. Now possibly you could use an electric drill, but I think you will find that they go too fast and will burn the paper, and you don't need hardly any effort to drill 6 holes. Now this is going to be a little bit boring watching me drill 6 holes, I can imagine, but now this is the prototype. Now I think instead of a plastic ruler, probably a metal guide would be better. You may well end up drilling little holes and slots into the ruler. But the 1mm drills are quite cheap. I can get a pack of 10 for less than £2. Not that you're going to wear them out, but I've already broken a couple. Clips off, ruler away, board away, and then we have, I don't know if you can see the holes, 6 holes. It is then a matter of folding them all. I mean, the top one is folded, but okay, that. Now I'm not going to fold the whole lot because I'm going to do a blue Peter here, and here is a batch that I've folded before. Now I hope you can see that all those holes are in line, which was the one thing I could not do with either of the other 2 attachments. Then it's a matter of sewing the signatures together before you glue. Now, if I take the last one I made, which is this one here, you'll see that obviously you make them a bit bigger. You've probably seen the background, and it was in my last video, my lovely old guillotine, which means I can trim it to whatever size I want. So whatever size I make, I cut them. The sewing holes, I think that's about perfect, if you can see it. And then it's just a matter of continuing making the books in the same way. And as I started off, this is the first one I did, and I think I said in my previous video, I found a source of old photo books, or picture books you would call them, at charity shops and even in the library, where you can buy them for pence, and they make lovely covers for the front of the books. Now I hope that's been interesting to some of you. The purists will say, oh, you've got the paper going the wrong way, the grain's in the wrong direction. But I'm looking at this as from a hobby point of view, and being an old, what we called hobby printer from the 1960s, 70s and into the 80s, there are a lot of you out there who are just hobby bookbinders, and this may well help you. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little short video and it was some help. As before, I welcome comments or criticisms and any more suggestions how I can make it cleaner and quicker. And thanks for watching.